Kleckner Elementary School has been part of our community for over 50 years. And since its recent closing, many people are wondering, and why did they close Kleckner? What's next for the beloved school?
Yeah, we closed Kleckner for several reasons. One, our enrollment wasn't up to where we needed to keep it open. So from an enrollment standpoint, we could take the grades 3 and 4 and put them in 2 other buildings. We had enough room or capacity in the other 2 buildings to do so. The other reason for closing Kleckner is that it was falling apart. It was cost us a lot of money to maintain that building. There was over $1 million, I believe, in roofing repair that needed to be done, and it had leaks, and the roof, the ceiling had fallen in some of the classrooms, and there was just a lot of repairs that needed to be done for it to be reopened, and a lot of repairs that we needed to maintain it. Right now, we're using it for storage, and we're contemplating. We've abated it. Now we're contemplating the idea of demolition at some point. We don't have a date yet set for that. There was a bid the board approved, I believe, a while back. Gave the director of operations the authority to go out for bid, just to search for bids, just to get an idea, because you have to have an idea how much something costs so you can budget for it. The roof itself was damaged. It needed a completely new roof on it. The ceiling had fallen in one of the classrooms, so we would have had to fix all that. The boilers and whatnot were in constant repair. It was just a very old building. There was some pipe and sewage issues underneath the building. We had to tear up the floor one summer, and redo some of the sewage. And it was just, there was always something going wrong with that building, and it's not cheap to maintain. No, there was no asbestos. There was asbestos in the building, but it was safe.
Okay.
And since then, that building has been abated. So all the asbestos has been removed from it.
It was built in 3 phases. The first phase was in 1927, the second phase in 1939, and the last phase in 1946. 47 was when it was actually finished. It was only a high school until 1947, and then the original elementary school, which was an entirely separate building, it burned down in 45, and they replaced it with an addition to that building, which became Greensburg Elementary, but it was attached to the high school building. It was a nice school in that day, so we had nice facility. It had only that final addition, it had been built in '39. As part of the high school, was only 5 years old when I started there. So we had nice facilities, but you simply can't compare what they did then. Well, the original section of the building was built in 27.
Okay.
The next addition was built in 39. That's on the south end. And then the north end was finished in 47, but that was strictly an elementary school on the north end of the building.
Okay.
That was after the fire.
Okay.
It had three levels of classrooms. I guess you would call that one section where the superintendent's office ended up. That was involved a couple classrooms at the time. First class at the what is now the intermediate building, the first high school class started in the fall of '56. Well, my own class, there was about 50 of us in my graduating class. And of course that's a long ways from what the graduating class sizes are today. As a matter of fact, you know, it was just like family.
Even though Kleckner is closed, and its future at the moment is unknown, the memories that were made there will always be in our community's hearts.